What is going on, everybody, and welcome back to another video. My name is Kevin, and it is time for our game day vlog. We are heading to the Baltimore Ravens versus the Cincinnati Bengals. It is on Sunday at 1 p.m. Right now, it's about 9:30 in the morning. I live in Columbus, Ohio, so I'm driving to Cincinnati, an hour 30 down there. You know, not too bad. We're going to check out this game. As I said, it's at 1 o'clock, so there's going to be a lot of other games going on. But I really wanted to bring you guys my first ever vlog. This is the first vlog I've ever done. So make sure you cut me some slack today, okay? I'm a TikToker, all right? So cut me some slack today, but let's head down to Cincinnati. All right, you guys, we've made it to Cincinnati, but what better to wear than an actual Bengals jersey? We're gonna be rocking the Joe Mixon today. You guys know I'm not a Cincinnati Bengals fan, but I wanna be rocking the home colors, be able to like kind of interact with the crowd and have everyone just kind of accept me and feel like I'm a fan. Because my Raiders are not playing in this game. So let's throw on the Mixon jersey. I think it's going to be a little big, but that's okay. That is okay. We got it on. We're going to be looking fresh, looking like a real Bengals fan today. Hopefully, I'm rooting for the Bengals to come out on top today. I'm rooting for the Bengals to come out on top. We will see what happens. No Lamar Jackson, but go Bengals today. The thing that's kind of interesting is I found a parking spot in this parking garage that I booked ahead. We are right... I mean, I really don't know which direction the city is from here. We're just gonna figure it out on the go, and we're gonna walk to the game. I got here pretty early. It's like 11:30 right now. The gates just opened, so we're gonna head on in. Hopefully they're still warming up and stuff, because if they are, we can get up close and get some good footage. My seats are not too good. You know, I am sitting up top, so hopefully we can go down below early on, and then we'll move our way back up for the game. We're on our way down to the first floor. We'll figure out our directions to get into the game. I'm kind of echoing in here. Game starts in an hour and a half, which means that we need to hurry up. I'm going to assume that I've got to go this way. Now, as we walk over, I want to talk a little bit about some of the things I'm going to be looking for in the game today. First of all, I'm expecting a lot of sacks, okay? Both these teams have kind of struggled on the offensive line, which is kind of a surprise for the Ravens, but it has been a struggle. Maybe just because they have more of a rushing quarterback style, so having that style of quarterback leads to more sacks. Like, it's just gonna happen. But the defensive line, like Trey Hendrickson, he's going off right now. Calais Campbell and that Ravens front is really, really solid. So I expect a lot of sacks today, especially with, I think Josh Johnson's the starting quarterback for the Ravens. This is not really what I wanted coming to the game. I really wanted to see Lamar Jackson, or at the very least see Tyler Huntley. So that's a little disappointing, but we'll still get to see Joe Burrow, still get to see Joe Mixon, get to see some of those good defenders on the Ravens. And still, Marquise Brown's pretty solid. They got some good players. I hope it's still a good game, because this does have some playoff implications. Because if it's a blowout, hell, I might even leave early. I'm just kidding. There is zero chance that I leave the game early. Gosh, the sun is bright. But we're heading down to the stadium. We are all by ourselves today. That's some great lighting. We are all by ourselves today. We are showing off the ability to go to a game by myself, just with you guys. That's it, just me and you all game. You guys are my talking buddy. I know you couldn't even see me right there, but you guys are my talking buddy. You know, you guys are the ones who I'm gonna give all my opinions to today, so it's just you and I, just us two. Now, one thing I know you guys are gonna be impressed by, check out my sweet man bag. We got it right here. The man bag's looking good. We had to get a clear one because that's all you can bring into the stadium. Just holding my hat and some extra batteries for the camera, and that is about it. We're getting a little bit closer to the stadium. I'm pulling up right now. We got the Cincinnati Reds stadium right here along the river as well. Let me show you guys this real quick. So the Reds stadium is right here, but I'm trying to take the classic way into the stadium. Apparently, I think there might be some bridge or something. I don't know, if I remember right. I've been here before. I haven't been to a Bengals game in a while. Now, we are walking right through tailgate zone right now. I did find the cool spot. There are a ton of people waiting in line to get drinks, and there's a cool Bud Light tunnel over here that I gotta show you. I can't experience the whole thing because I don't have anyone else to do it with, but I'm glad I came this way because it is definitely vibing over here. As you guys can see, there's a ton of sick tailgating going on right now. Everyone's rocking their jerseys. I got one of the dated jerseys, so I don't look as cool, but that's okay. We're pulling up to the main tailgate zone. I don't really know where I'm going. Maybe, oh, I do see the stadium in the distance, so let's see what's going on. officially see it. The hair's getting a little crazy walking through all the tailgate area, but we're right on the water. It's a pretty cool city. We'll get in there, maybe see if we can go down below a little bit, and then before kickoff, we'll probably try to work our way back up to our actual seats. I'm hoping there's not a ton of people down there in the bottom bowl so we can get close, but if not, we'll just kind of do with the cards that were dealt. All right, we're about to head on in. We're pulling up to the stadium. We're pretty much at the stadium right now. We got to go through security, get the camera through. All right, doing great, how are you? There we go, thank you. We are in the stadium now. We made it in. It is time to go look for the section to get close to a tunnel. I don't know if we're gonna go by the Ravens or the Bengals tunnel. We'll get to one of them though, hopefully. Other than that, let's go check out one of these tunnels and let's see if we can see any players up close. Now we already did have the first fan come up to me. So we already got one fan. Let's see how many we get today that recognize me from videos, TikTok, and on YouTube. We will see. We already got one. My guess is over under, let's say 3. I'm gonna say we get 3. That's my prediction right now. All right, we're walking down. Gosh, that sun is bad. We're walking down to the field. We're gonna try to get close, see some of these Ravens players. The Bengals side is a little more crowded, so that's why we're gonna hit up the Ravens side. Looks like just some linemen are out right now, but let's check these out. I do see we got some of the receivers down there. I see 14, we got Sammy Watkins, I see Rashad Bateman. Let's see if we can zoom in a little bit. Probably the closest I can get. I see Bateman down there. I don't see Hollywood right now. I see Devin Duvernay, big man, big center, getting some work. Now we are gonna be sitting all the way up there, which is gonna be pretty fun, but that's all we can get. That is all we can get. My mindset behind the games is just get to the game. I can't be out here spending $300 to go to a game, so the point is get to the game, get a seat, get to the pregame warm-ups, check it out, get up close, and then watch the game from above, like a similar angle as the game, as you'll watch on TV at home. It is NFL Sunday, December 26th, and we're about to watch a good game. Starting quarterback Josh Johnson is here, the 3rd stringer. He's taking his snaps, but I'm hoping it's better than what I'm expecting. I'm not expecting a great performance, but hopefully prepared well. The defense is now out here. We also got Tay-Train, Latavius Murray, Mark Andrews right there. Mark Andrews. Dude went off last week. He could have a big game again today. He definitely could. I'm also expecting maybe a good game from Jamar Chase today. He went off against the Ravens last time they played. Expect another big game from him. That dude is actually just trying to give him money. That's hilarious. I don't know if you guys did see this money that was in that guy's hand, but he was trying to, this guy right here is trying to give him money, the ref. Oh my gosh, Calais Campbell is huge. That man is massive. I think he's like 6'8", like 350 it feels like. Oh my gosh, he is so much bigger than all these other people. It is pretty cool to see him in person actually. So there's Hollywood Brown in the distance with his helmet off. I don't know if you can see. Might be a little tougher day for him out here because, you know, he's rocking with the 3rd string QB. You know, like you never know with that. So I am starting him in fantasy though. We're in the semifinals this week. We got to get a dub. So Marquise Brown need a big game out of you. Bengals are coming in, taking the field. I'm getting kind of nervous that I'm going to drop my camera literally right over this edge. If I do, and the camera breaks, we're gonna go to the iPhone. But that would not be ideal, so I'm hoping I don't drop it over this edge. Because if I do, it's breaking, and I'm gonna need someone to get it back to me. Tyson Williams, he came in earlier in the year when JK and Gus Edwards went down. He actually looked all right, but when they brought in Tay-Train and they brought in Devontae Freeman right here, not getting as many reps. Hyping him up right now. He's hyping up the D-line. Got Rashad Bateman, rookie receiver out of Minnesota. Hollywood Brown, baby. That's a dope visor. I don't know if you guys can see it, but Hollywood Brown is waving over. What up, Hollywood? All right, we are heading out. We just got up close to all the players, but they are going back in the locker room, get hyped before the game. So we are going to head to the restroom and then maybe snack some food, and then we'll head up to our seat our singular seat, but you guys will be sitting there with me, of course. We can now bring the tally up to 2 people who have recognized me already. We're at 2 right now. We gotta head upstairs though. Everyone's rolling up now. Everyone's rolling up. We're getting close to kickoff. We got 25 minutes till kick. We are getting close.
In real time.
We're up on the 300 level now. As you guys can see, it's a pretty dope view. We got the Ohio River out there. I think this might be the practice field, but I have no clue. All right, it's time to head to our seats. We're going to section 314. Gotta pull out my ticket and see what we're rocking with here. 314, row 16, seat number 5. Hopefully I'm going on the right side. Hey, let's go. All right, you guys. We made it to the seats. No one else is around us right now, but these actually are not bad seats. I actually like the view up here. As you guys can see, we've got a nice view, like just like you would kind of at home watching the game. I'm honestly kind of a fan. You can see from above, really see the plays develop. And up here, it's pretty slanted, so no one's heads are really in front of you. Like you can see the game very, very clearly. Probably what I'm most excited to see today at the game is that can Joe Burrow in a high pressure game, when you are favored, can you take down the Ravens? You know, the Ravens have been at the top of this division, you know? Like, they've been up there making the playoffs. Can you take them down? Because you are on the brink of making the playoffs. If you can win this one, you are setting yourself up really nicely to win the division. The Browns are not looking like they're going to be able to win the division now. So it's going to purely come down to probably the Bengals and Ravens, or if somehow the Steelers could go 3-0. But if you can at least get to 10 wins, I think you probably can win the division here. Joe Burrow, is a huge game for him in his career. It's at home, so you know, all the things are stacking up to where he should be able to play well today. The view is actually really cool too, because you've got the city line right there, right next to the stadium, and then you've got the river that leads into Kentucky right across from the stadium. One of the best venues, I could say. I mean, you might think Ohio's not great, but this is pretty cool how they did this. The Ravens are taking the field. John Harbaugh and the 3rd string quarterback. That's okay though. It's okay. The Ravens still could do this today. You never know. There's a lot on the line.
Bengals fans, please welcome head coach Zach Taylor and your Cincinnati Bengals.
Ravens defer to the second half. We got Cincinnati getting the ball to start the game. Let's see if Joe Burrow can start him out hot.
Who they think gonna beat the Bengals?
And we are off. The game has kicked
It's
off.
first down, Cincinnati.
I'll give you guys some updates during the game on my opinions, thoughts, just things coming to my head while I watch. But it just kicked off. Let's see how the Bengals can start this thing off. That drive did not end how we wanted it to end. Kicking units going out to kick a field goal. Evan McPherson, he's pretty accurate, but the Bengals did need a touchdown there. Touchdown Ravens, unfortunately. They bounced back right after that drive, allowing a field goal. Rashad Bateman catches the touchdown. Josh Johnson, not a bad drive from him. I mean, kind of surprised that the Bengals defense didn't hold up there, but they'll bounce back. Touchdown Bengals. Bengals bounce back. A couple drives later, Joe Mixon punches it in from the 1-yard line. I'm sure the fantasy owners are happy about that one. If Joe Mixon took you to your playoffs this season in fantasy. Let's see if they get this extra point. I'm watching it live right now. Let's see if they get it. Good. Bengals are now up 10-7. It's a pretty good game so far. We might keep going back and forth. The Bengals are starting to pull away with this one. A big-time touchdown, 68 yards of Tyler Boyd. It is 17-7 now. This Bengals team, they came ready to play. They know Lamar is out, and they are taking advantage of this right now. Let's see if they can hold it up. Joe Mixon's 2nd touchdown of the day. This guy's going off. As I said earlier, guys, those fantasy owners who have Joe Mixon, it's looking really nice for you, but Bengals are really pulling away right now. 24-7 this game's at right now, so
This one's not looking like it's going to be a close one. The Ravens are going to have to do something to change it up right now, or else this one's going to get even worse. Well, the Ravens just bounced back. The score is now 24-14. They're hanging in there. That drive was not bad. I mean, they moved the ball down the field. Devontae Freeman punched it in with less than 2 minutes left in the half, so the Bengals still have some time to drive down there and get some points before the end of the half and extend their lead beyond 10 points. The game has been pretty interesting, though. Very high scoring so far. Way more high scoring than I expected for this game. I honestly expected this to be more like the final score. 24-14 seemed like a score that makes sense for the final score to me. So we've had a lot of scoring, which has been fun to be at. Hopefully we get just as much in the second half. And there you have it. Joe Burrow did successfully drive them down there. It was kind of a weird drive because inside the 5-yard line there were 2 holding calls on the defense. And the Ravens even had an interception that got called back because of the holding call. But the Bengals get the touchdown. They get the one back that they just allowed Devontae Freeman on the drive before. 31-14. This one is high scoring. This one's getting out of hand. Okay? This one's getting out of hand. I'm going to say to the end no matter what, but gosh, this is a whooping. The third quarter is about to come to a close. This has not been a very interesting third quarter at all. The Bengals had a really long drive and just made a field goal. The score is now 34-14. You know, it kind of surprised me that you know, the Ravens aren't having more of a sense of urgency, because when they had the ball, they were still taking their time, and the Bengals made them pay because when they got it back, that looked like an 8-minute drive or something like that. So the Bengals are just trying to chew that clock away, get closer to the win, and just end this thing right now. Well, there you have it. The Ravens are now kind of back in the game. Like, it's a 2-score game now. They have not kicked the extra point yet, but I'm assuming this one's going to go in. It's going to be 34-21, down 13 points. I mean, that's still enough time. The Bengals are going to need a good job running the ball with Joe Mixon to keep that clock moving, just to keep that 2-score lead. Because if this thing gets to 1 score and the Ravens have the ball, they got a chance. I mean, Mark Andrews just scored this touchdown, and you know, like, Mark Andrews had a good game last week, and he was due to have a good game again this week, so he got his touchdown. But Marquise Brown, he hasn't showed a lot yet. Rashad Bateman had the other touchdown. We'll see if this game can get a little tighter. There you have it. A T. Higgins touchdown puts the Bengals back up 20. This game is over. This game is like so much over. They're up 3 scores now. I do not expect the Ravens to come back. At this point, it's only fantasy managers that care at all about how good how this game ends, because other than that, this game, the Bengals are going to win it. The Ravens do not have a chance. We'll see if Mark Andrews or Marquise Brown does anything in this final drive, or there might be a few more drives left. We've still got 10 minutes left in the 4th quarter, so we'll see what happens, but I think this game's over. Have a game, Tyler Boyd. This thing is about to be 48-21. This dude absolutely went off today. The Bengals had no issues taking down the Ravens, and this Ravens defense had their players. So the Bengals just absolutely destroyed that defense, held the offense in check. They're going to set themselves up really, really nice to win the AFC North. The Bengals get an interception to seal the victory. It should be a 20-point win, most likely, for the Bengals. Right when they were driving down there, the Ravens were finally getting something going, maybe get some garbage points. But no, that is the epitome of this game. Bengals get the interception. This thing is good as over. The game is over. The Bengals win 41-21. This game was not too tight. The Bengals pretty much had it the entire way. It was a good one to go to, though. It was nice to see the Bengals offense clicking like crazy. I got to see a lot of good touchdowns. But that's going to be it for this video, though, you guys. If you guys enjoyed the vlog, let me know in the comments, because I do not know if this is a style of video that you guys actually like. So like the video, guys. Get me to 500 likes. Love you guys, and I'll see you in the next one.